here's something interesting. You know, not a lot of you might know this, but I was born at 9:10 a.m. And, you know, if you remove that like colon or semicolon or whatever you call it, that's 910. And that's the episode number. That's this episode. It's episode 910. And so that's kind of cool that I've done so many episodes that I've gotten to the episode where which you know is equal to the time that I was born. So that's pretty cool, I'd say. Sadly, today is not my birthday, and it never will be. But it is. But this is episode 910, and since it's 910, we gotta have another. We gotta do something. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do in another episode in which I make an excuse? Well, not. It is true that I was born at 9:10. But what are we gonna do in another episode where we make an excuse? Where we find an excuse to divert from the fact that it's Wednesday. Ooh, episode 4 of season 3 came out like almost a week ago. Why haven't you reviewed it? Yeah. So today, I've been busy, folks. I told you that at the beginning of the 900s, I want to do more homework. I want to do more things. I want to adapt myself more. I want to commit more. That's what I'm doing. I did exercise today. I did my homework today. And I did so in a very slow way. Because I'm a bit of a procrastinator, folks. But I got it done very quickly. And right after that, I'm like, hey, I feel like playing Genshin Impact for an hour and 20 minutes. And you know what I did? I recorded 2 episodes, and yeah, they were pretty cool. I actually just finished recording those 2 episodes, so yeah. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't record this episode. You know, I really look, folks. I really could have. I really could have reviewed this episode. I really could have done a review, but I just didn't. I just didn't. And I have no excuse for that, except for the fact that it's episode 910, guys. I mean, how could I not? How could I not? Look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't want to write notes for episode 4. I can write notes for episode 5. I just don't feel like writing notes for episode 4. And so what I was thinking is that, hey, since, tomorrow is going to be a pretty hectic day for me when it comes to homework, because I'm going to try to finish all my homework tomorrow. Finish all my homework that's due, for the rest of the week, and get it done by tomorrow, or at the end of tomorrow. And so, since that's going to happen, here are our options, folks. I do absolutely nothing this episode, and just talk about how cool it is that it's episode 910, and then next episode I do something interesting. In the next episode I do something small and interesting, just like the last 2 episodes, including this one. And then, after that, on Thursday, I review episode 4. And then, on Friday, I review episode 5. That sounds pretty good. Or, what I could do, just make this a funny duddy episode. Make the next episode a review. But here's how the review would go. See, like I said, I don't want to write notes. I don't feel like writing notes. The only way I feel like I can write notes, because here's what I find, right? I've been doing these things. I've been watching these episodes, and I've been reviewing these episodes and writing the notes for these episodes late at night. And that's really bad for my health, because then I don't sleep. I mean, folks, it takes me an hour to review things. I mean, to take notes. And it takes me another hour to record. And then, talk about those notes. And then it takes me a whole other 30 minutes to be like, oh yeah, this was super cool. And then it takes me another 5 minutes to watch the side story. And then it takes me 3 hours to actually get to sleep, because I'm too busy watching animatics or VODs of Dream SMP. Do you see the problem here? So, the only way I'm ever, and I mean this, the only way I'm ever going to be able to review episodes of the anime is if I react to them live, but you can't see the episode. I can only see the episode, but I share my reaction as the episode is going on, or to what's happening in the episode, and I give you a play-by-play of what's happening. Or, after I finish school, what I do is I do my exercise, and then right after my exercise, I watch the episode, I write the notes, dum diddly dum 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 dum, in the afternoon, and then review it later that night. That's my plan. That I can either just do it earlier, or just do it live, or just watch it live in this episode. So those are our options. Honestly, and I'm not joking. I legitimately thought of the idea of, hey, let's do it in the afternoon type thing. But it just didn't work this afternoon. Because, folks, you gotta understand, Tubba was draining the ocean. Guys, Tubba was draining the ocean. You gotta understand, Tubba was drowning the ocean. And was installing BTTV with Sneeg. You gotta understand, guys. And then after Tommy and it went live, and then he started talking with Wilbur, and it was super entertaining. And and yeah, and then I had to do homework. Yeah. No, but seriously, I really did. I really did. I had planned for it, didn't go through. Um, but you know, kind of sucks. But we're here. The past is the past, and I really want to get episode. I personally want to get the episode or the review out tomorrow. But we'll see. Because it all depends. Because here's the thing, and I'm just gonna talk because talking is just what I'm best at here, folks. I have a lot of homework assignments, right? But a lot of them are actually easy. The rest of them are easy. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I finished my giant math homework that I had problems with the other day. If I even mentioned it, yeah, I finished it up. I was so proud of myself. I didn't cry, but I did. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to play Genshin Impact, and then I realized that I had a quiz to finish, and then I did the quiz, and I got a 74%. But that's not the point. The point is that if I review my homework that I have due for the rest of the week, if I review it all after this episode or tomorrow, and I see that, yes, these are all things I can get done, you know, from 7 to 12 at in the evening or at night, then yes, I could spend my whole afternoon. Then there's a very high possibility that I could just spend the whole afternoon writing notes for episode 4 of season 3. There's a very high possibility. And so, yeah. Because all that's coming to mind, I feel like I'm over exaggerating with how much homework I have, but I swear I have a lot. Unless I just don't, and I really am exaggerating, over exaggerating. Let me think. What do I have? I know that I have some questions to answer. I know that I have some Spanish questions to answer. Got some articles to read in English. And that's it, I think. I swear there's more, but it's just not coming to my head. And plus, there's a high possibility that I'll probably get more. Because the week it's just Tuesday, folks. Like, the week isn't ending anytime soon, so. We really have time. Let's be honest. We really got time. I mean, by the time this episode goes out, it's gonna be Wednesday, but. Anyway. The plan is very simple. I just gotta go with the plan. Tomorrow, hopefully, if everything works out. But moving on, because that's what we do here, folks. We move on. It's episode 910, and I really don't know, man. We're 1/10 of the way from quadruple digits. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I haven't started doing. I need to start popping off, folks. I mean, we've popped off. Right now, you know, last episode and this episode sort of just been some slice of life episodes. Start popping off real quick. Yeah, we need to start popping off. Lots of stuff to do. Lots and lots of stuff to do. I don't really know what to talk about since it's episode 910. I mean, I know that I mentioned it was the time that I was born at, but I really don't, besides that, I really don't have much to talk about. Surrounding that. So I really don't know. Let me see. It's episode 910. I mean, I'm sort of just... I mean, I could tell you about my day, but I kind of already just told you about my whole day. I don't really know. I mean, I could talk about, like... I don't know. I could talk about things surrounding the day that I was born, but... I don't know. Do I feel like it? Because I feel like this would be the only episode to talk about that kind of stuff. And you know what? Let's talk about it. Story time. Story time, folks. Let me just, talk to all these folkarinos. Hi, Hephaestus. How's it going? How's it vibing? I'm only gonna talk to 3 people because I really want to start talking. Okay, so do you have everything finished? So I don't remember the whole story, but apparently I think this was the day I was born. Unless this is like unless this was like the day I had heart surgery. But they're the same. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard about any stories about when I was born. I think I've only heard stories about my heart surgery stuff. But I don't really feel like opening up about that. I mean, it's not like I remember it, because I was like very, very young. I mean, your boy was like 6 months old when he had that. So I don't know. Well, you know what? Instead of talking about the time around where I was born, let's talk about the life that I lived. If I haven't already talked about... I'm not going to tell you the story of my life here, folks, but I am going to tell you the story of a life I used to have that I don't remember too much of. So, believe it or not, and I truly mean it, believe it or not, but I used to be a country boy. I used to be a bit of a farm boy, if you will. I mean, I didn't farm. I wasn't a farmer or anything. Like, I wasn't like picking up crops in the fields or whatnot. But I was a bit of a farm boy. I was a bit of a nature dweller. And what I mean by that is, I used to live in a quaint house. Quaint, small, but I I say it's small, but apparently it was much bigger than I remember. House where I had a large little a large playroom with like my Thomas the Tank Engine toys and like puzzles and like little couch and TV and and I guess I would just be there every day, all day, and except when I would like go to what would it be back then, like preschool? Not even preschool. I forget how old I was. Like when I was a farm child, not even a farm boy. I'd say I was a I'd say I was a farm baby, folks. I was a bit of a farm baby. That could um yeah. I don't know if I had like a school or something. I think I was at it. I think I went to daycare. And at that daycare, and by the way, I'm just basing all of these memories off of videos that were taken of me. Little. I genuinely don't remember me, you know, walking up to a gate, a small little gate, into a playground full of children, right next to like a I don't know, a building of sorts, a very like rustic building. I don't remember it, but according to the videos, it's me. So, apparently I would get in trouble a lot. Apparently, because I was a bit of a hyper kid. I still am in some ways. I was just a bit of a hyper kid. I used to, man, what did I used to do? I used to play with a toy truck, a remote controlled toy truck in the grass in front of my house, like the grass field in front of my house, and it was super cool. But there would be some times where I would be controlling it, and then it would just flop over, and then I would just try to I would continue to be like pressing the controls, and it's like, why isn't this working? Why is it this doesn't make sense? And then I would go over and then just put it back on its side, and it's like, oh, that's why. I remember. I remember having a birthday in that playroom with like all my family members. Not all my family members, but a majority of my family members. And we were all singing songs, and I was dancing, and I opened up my presents. I got a few puzzles, because I was really good at puzzles back then. I still am, but I haven't, tried one in a year or two. But yeah, I was a bit of a genius with puzzles, so they got me a few puzzles. I was very quick at building puzzles, according to the videos. So, thought that was pretty neat. I would watch TV. I would sort of just be oblivious to when people came and went. There was a time where my grandparents had been taking care of me for a few months while my mom and dad were at work, and they took care of me for 6 months, and they had to leave to then go back to Colombia, and it was super sad for them, because I had seen a video, because most of the videos that from my childhood were recorded either by my pops or by my grandpa, Tata. And one of those videos that he showed me, during quarantine when I went to Tampa in July. He showed me this one video where I was watching TV and he was telling me, "Hey, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. Are you gonna say goodbye, or are you gonna be sad?" And I just sort of ignored him. Like, I want to continue watching TV. I want to continue watching TV. And I was just being all cute and adorable, and that was just watching me, and he was like, "Oh man, I can't get him to say anything or whatnot. Just wants to watch TV," and he just sort of stared back at me. And the camera was facing me, and the camera was on top of the TV. In this recording, the camera was on top of the TV, and the camera was facing me on top of the TV, and I was facing the camera, the TV, which was where the camera was, and the camera sort of caught a wide range glance, or like shot of, I believe we were in my large playroom, and you could just see him in the background, just really, really sad as he looked at me. And it's just like, and the crazy thing is that I forget how long it was after that, but I think I didn't see him after that for like a few years, like probably like 3-4 years, because I think one of the other reasons that they had left was because I think it was around the time that me and my mom were gonna go ahead and move to Colorado. But yeah, that happened. That was really emotional. I saw that video and I almost cried, because I'm like, oh, I was such a child. I was so oblivious to how much people felt for me, and like how much they loved me, to the point where they're just so sad that they had to leave me. It just breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart. It's another thing that I can remember about my childhood. I remember being on a speedboat in Colombia, I think. So that's something. That's literally the only true memory that I have out of all these that I've said. I just, like, honestly, no joke, no lie, I feel like the first memory as a human being is just me on a speedboat. Not that's like the earliest memory that I have. Like, I can't remember like seeing my mom for the first time, or seeing, my dad for the first time, or seeing anyone for the first time. I can't remember any of that. The only thing I can remember, just waking up, speedboat, and then like 3 seconds later, I wake up and I'm in like first grade or in kindergarten, and then it's like, hey, hi world, I'm awake now. It was just so weird, because I don't remember, and okay, so believe me, this is like the weirdest thing, because I just don't get it. I seriously do not remember a lot of like when I was 1 to 3 years old, or 1 to 4 years old. Barely anything, right? But I love how, because I kid you not, like, I felt sort of like when I was very, very young, before I sort of woke up and realized, hey, I'm a human being and I am a child, and I hate strawberries. I felt sort of ethereal in a sense. Like, I felt like I was in a sort of limbo where, it started with that speedboat, and then I just blacked out for a long time, and then I would have like a spur, like I would have a single spur of like, hey, this happened, or this is happening, but everything on those videos, I don't remember. I legitimately do not remember. Sure, I remember the gifts that I got. Like, I still have those gifts. But, like, I legitimately don't remember a lot. I remember being in a house with, like, a creaky stairway. I remember being on a speedboat. But, like, I didn't truly wake up until, like, it was sort of like the first day of kindergarten, or like, I didn't truly wake up, I feel like, until like I got to Colorado. I don't know, it's just very strange. Because from the moment that I sort of started my life on that speedboat, like just waking up to the sound of a speedboat, was like the earliest memory I think I have. And then everything before that, it's so strange, is I feel like I've always had a feeling that something huge happened before that speedboat. Before I was awakened by that speedboat noise. And I've always, it's just been so weird. And I'm not kidding you. I'm not just, like, telling lies for content. Like, I'm not trying to hype up a freaking arc of, oh my gosh, I am protector of the... No. Like, I'm serious. It's so strange. Because I legitimately think, like, I'm missing a major part of my memory. Like, a major part of something that must have happened to me. Like, not happened to me, but, like, something, I feel like there's a huge part of my memory that I'm missing from before the moment of that speedboat noise. And I just don't know what it is. And I've sort of just been fumbling around with that. And I just don't know. And what's even stranger is that I have a lot of these strange nightmares and dreams from time to time. And they take place in these places that I would never ever think about on a daily basis. Like there's this one dream or nightmare that I had that like took place on a series of like different stairways, like upside down stairways. I think it's like a Harry Potter thing. It was like a wacky stairway thing. I think you could see it in like an episode of not Memoria Freese, of Rick and Morty, where they're like trying to defeat a monster or like an enemy in the beginning of the episode, and they're sort of just going through these complex hallways of like stairs and whatnot. Like, I remember that. And then I remember being like in this eerie, like, huge building that was just really silent and empty. And then I remember, like, I have these strange dreams that are just oddly silent and oddly real. And I just don't know. I feel like there's something missing. I don't know. I don't know. I've always felt like, oh yeah, these dreams that I have somehow connect to the memories that I've lost, and I'm sort of slowly just regaining my memories. But they don't feel like... Here's what's weird. A lot of my dreams are like that. Like, oh yeah, they take place here and they take place there. A lot of them make sense. You know, because if I'm stressed, then maybe I'll have a nightmare or this or that, and I can understand that. I've had dreams and I've had nightmares that make sense, but there's some that are like that almost feel like memories that I'm not supposed to have. And I know that sounds strange, but like, every once in a while, I feel like I'm regaining memories from a person that is not me. And it might just be my wild imagination, but it's just the strangest thing. it's just it's so weird. It's just so, like, it's so weird and interesting. Like, I just don't know, man. And I just don't know. I mean, you could probably, like, chalk it up to, oh yeah, you're not getting enough sleep, or this or that. But all these dreams that I'm talking about, like, dude, I had them, like, way back. Like, I've been having dreams / nightmares since, like, the dawn of time. Or, well, my dawn of time. But, like, I'm having them ever more frequently now, but they're the ones that, you know, it's actually scary, and, like, I don't know. It's just very strange. I don't know. It's just weird. And it's also crazy that I'm talking about it now in this episode. I didn't think I'd, like, talk about my dreams and whatnot, or, like, my nightmares and whatnot. It's just, it's very strange. Be honest, I'm very curious. Have you ever felt like, have you ever had dreams that almost feel like memories of another person that is not you? If you have had dreams like that, or nightmares like that, I mean, please do tell. I mean, you don't have to tell, but, like, if you have, just, just say yes or no in the comments, and just because I feel like I'm the only person in the world that like feels that. I mean, I've just realized it now through talking about, like, my past and whatnot. It's not something that I really think about every day, all the day. I mean, I'm sure that I used to think about when I was, like, 10 or 12. But now I don't really think about it all that much. But now I brought it up, and now it's like, uh-oh. When I go to sleep tonight, freaking all the memories are going to be coming back. I'm going to start finding out that I was... I'm gonna find out that that I was secretly Belle this whole time. Uh-oh. Or that I was secretly Arebius. That would be funny. No, but seriously, like, besides the memory, it's really strange. It's really, really strange. And, you know, folks, that might just be... That just might be, a real unsolved mystery of mine. The real unsolved mystery of the world. One of the 7 wonders of the world. What the hell is my backstory? What is that huge missing memory that I have, that I'm thinking about, that's always in the back of my head? Just don't know what it is. And we'll never know. And, you know, as much as I would love to say we'll find out what it is in the next episode of To Memoria Freese, we can't. We can never know for sure. Because life just wants to be mystery, dude. Life wants the mysterious award. And, I mean, it's won it too many times. Anyway, I think we've talked about enough about me, my dreams, and my missing memories. But until tomorrow, folks, I think we've had a solid episode. Like I said, next episode, I'm hopefully 100% going to be doing stuff, finally. But until next episode, this has been your friendly neighborhood Tom Holland, and I will see y'all in the next episode of Danjoni de Motomeru no Amashigateru Zeruka Memoria Freese Y3. Also, did I mention that I was a farm? Like, I still can't believe I was a farm boy. Like, compared to how I am now, that I'm just so used to, like, technology and all this kind of stuff. Like, how I'm such a just not tech geek, but, like, I'm really attracted to technology and and like school stuff, and I'm not really attracted to things like sports, despite what you might say about me watching haiku. But I think it's funny because I started out as living out on a farm in a barn, whatever you may say. And now I'm just living in a neighborhood. Now I'm just living in a neighborhood in a state in which there is cities. Yeah. So, what would you call me now? I used to be a farm boy, a farm child, a farm baby, and now what am I? That's actually pretty good. No. I'm not gonna get existential about it. I'm a bit of a gamer. Yeah. I'm a bit of a gamer, folks. No. From farm boy to neighborhood dweller. No. From farm boy to pandemic survivalist. What a change. What an evolution. Anyway, I'm gonna stop boosting. Thank y'all for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu. And till next episode. Sayo. Finally gonna say it after like 150, what it feels like 150,000 years. Sayo fucking Nara.